Hello everyone. Don't let the blue sky deceive you. It's been a shocker of a day. Actually, it has been really hot sunshine, but also a terrible storm, lashing down with rain, terrible winds. But we've arrived. We've just emptied the van, thank goodness. As you can see, we've come back to the usual weeds. But this is going to be one of our first projects. We are doing filming for Chateau DIY, so I'm going to try to do some filming in between for us. But look at this mess. Gorgeous olive tree, out of control bay tree, and a big giant mess. And what we're hoping to do is sort all of this out to make it presentable, because with Chateau DIY we are filming for Christmas 2026. So we have to be ready to receive visitors, some of which have never been here. And frankly, this is just a shocker. I think it's acceptable maybe when the concrete mixer is sitting there as well, and you kind of get that, you know, we're work in progress. But to receive visitors for the first time for our first Christmas party, we need to spruce this up. I couldn't help myself last night but already start doing some weeding. So I've already pulled up some weeds. We're going to have to get something to bash out that sort of super concreted patch there. Our plan, well, it was our original plan. There he is. Morning. Oh, behind the olive tree. Look at him beaming. He's happy to be alive. Right, instead of trying to manhandle some of these whopping great stones, and it's an idea we'd had before, is to build a little wall inside the retaining wall for this terrace, and then we could have plants going around. And not only will it save us having to move a lot of these stones down, it will also be pretty, and it will mean that we have to get less gravel but we obviously have quite a lot of work to do. But we're kind of raring to go, if I'm honest. Like I said, I couldn't help myself but to start weeding last night. So to Chateau, here we come, I guess, after quite a bit of work. I'm just breaking up all the remnants of concrete from when we had the mixer here. So once we've done this job, it means that we can't use this terrace anymore, and we will have to mix down in the garden and bring it by wheelbarrow and bucket loads up. But we're not sure if we are going to have time to do the retaining wall. I think we're going to do a quick and dirty clean up of this, because we've got so many jobs to get done, and that we've already got bags and bags. That's a broken man already. We've just started. He'll be wanting to fill up his bath in the garden next, because we don't have a bath in the house yet. That would be aching muscles. Here's a little update then. I think that we've made quite good progress. Steve decided to go in hard on the bay tree that is completely and utterly out of control. And it is the bathroom window behind there somewhere, and it blocks all the light. He said, oh, shall I not add this to take to the déchetterie, because you want to make some bay leaf wreaths? And I said, yes, but I think I could be here for the next 10 years with that amount of leaves, if I'm honest.
Big wreath.
You want a really big wreath?
Yeah.
That is going to be a gigantical flipping wreath. But my goodness, it's a time-consuming thing. So anyhow, look at this. Brilliant. All cleaned up. Into that corner. Not so bad. We've got bags of rubble, we got general waste, and I dragged out the tarpaulin from the garden, and I've been absolutely filling it with all the weeds and all the stuff that we don't want. so we can just fold it into this tarpaulin, because it's so time consuming to put it in these bags. The opening's not big enough. Then when we get it to the déchetterie, we can just pull it out and just shake the tarpaulin over the green waste bin. So that works perfectly. So, oh my goodness. Righto. I definitely think some of this has to go to the déchetterie, if I'm honest. And he's still going. I mean, it does look quite ruthless, but we have done this before, and look at it now. Right, I think it's not that long before it's break time. Steve's taken the second bundle of what I have specially selected to make wreaths from into the dining room. I think I'm going to be making wreaths all week. This is what I'm left with here. I really don't know if I need to save any more, because my goodness, if I run out, there's plenty. And this is what the pile is looking like for the déchetterie. Well, the green waste pile, because, yeah. Oh, I really need to stop a minute. My legs are wobbling. There we go. Almost ready for a trip to the déchetterie. Just some of the rubble bags to put on. Yes, I'm out of breath. I don't even know how many times I've been up and down these steps today. And they're really, really steep. Anyhow, be satisfying to get rid of this lot. Gosh, I look tired. Maybe this is why I haven't done a piece to camera on this video yet. Oh, gosh. We did have a really, really good night's sleep. We've just been to the tip with the mountains of garden rubbish, you name it. We are now at the DIY shop, and we have just picked up some membrane. We've just chosen what gravel we want to put on the top. Steve's just gone to get a trolley, so I thought I'd check in and say hello. It's so glamorous today, clearing lots of stuff, going to the tip and going to a DIY shop. Anyway, I'm really, really happy that we're getting some stuff done. I was really hoping for a nana nap this afternoon, but I also really want things to happen. I'm just really conscious that we're a bit up against it before filming starts and the things that we want to achieve. And this is almost definitely going to be our last trip to the chateau this year. So, yeah, I don't know why I'm looking at the view around me, because it's just lots and lots of wood, gravel, garden stuff. Really not very exciting at all, but hopefully when we get back we'll sort out what we're going to do with the membrane and try some of the gravel, so you'll be able to see some progress. While we're here, I just thought I'd show you this absolute monster log burner. I quite covet this. It's so nice and chunky. I'm thinking for the Great Hall fireplace, but we're a ways away from that yet, but a girl can dream. Here he comes with sack number 2, 25 kilograms each, so I definitely can't assist with that. So we've put down a bit of membrane, and this is the second sack coming in. I think it's going to really transform it. It did look shockingly bad. Remember, we need to overlap the next bit. Of course it needs turning around, doesn't it, because that's the facing. Yeah, but that's the front.
I don't think it matters how it's does it?
Yeah.
go down like that.
Yeah. But I
We
think
got that at
it's...
the front, don't we?
Yeah, that's what I just said. You said it doesn't matter.
You said it did.
I think this might be one of the smaller ones. So should we switch to a time lapse? Yeah, I think the curve is coming along, and because you're going to get it to go the other side of the zinc, then it doesn't matter that the last one will be longer.
Can you get something under there?
Yeah, hold on. That nicely wedged that one in there, which is why I quickly stopped to get wedges, and these will be hidden by the gravel. But I just said, how are we going to get the last one into there? Because they weigh an absolute ton. And as you've seen, Steve's been kind of rolling them and sort of twisting them around. Whereas that's going to be really tricky now.
Maybe we roll the olive tree out the way and then...
Oh, do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, such fun. Anyway, look. You can kind of get an idea. Let me go to the steps and go the other way. But my goodness, we need to buy a lot more gravel there. Oh, that's going to look really good. Super happy with that. Steve not so happy at having to move another gargantuan piece of stone. Right, this is where we've got to. We've only just finished working, and as you can see, we were working by the light of our outside light. Look, Steve had to go to town to collect some more gravel, and we've run out again. But look, we've started a little retain bed there, and in this corner too. So how much smarter does that look? Right, let's see if we get this finished in the morning. So I gave you an update in the dark. Gosh, this is a beautiful angle. We're just going to put down the last of the gravel now. Ideally, I'd like to get some plants, but only if we can find some that are really inexpensive, because this is going to be our last trip until probably February. So...
And we kill every plant.
over that bit first, like I have round the door.
Oh, I was just...
Gonna trim it.
Yeah.
Is this all the bags?
Sorry?
This is all the bags?
Yeah, 5.
I think you probably ought to do a bit more of a layer through
Yeah.
the main.
Are we going to go into...
I don't know if we've got enough. I think that the walkway is more important. That's sack for there.
Alright.
And I've done quite a sort of line at the minute, because we could just put stones of like bigger. Like that.
Yeah, I suppose. I think it would look a mess. But it'll be alright for now, I guess.
I think it's better than trying to sit like one bag of gravel is not going to do that, and we need one through the middle. I'll come back to you when we're finished. We're just about to do the grand reveal. Ta-da! Look, he looks thrilled. That's about as much as he can manage. He has carried a lot of bags of gravel. It's not entirely finished, but the transformation is quite amazing. So I'll turn the camera around and give you a quick little look. There's obviously planting to do. We need to buy more bags of gravel where it's going to move around and settle and squash down. But yeah, very, very pleasing. What is it now? 24 hours? 24 hours since we started this.
And 600 kilos.
And 600 kilos of gravel, apparently. Yeah. And we're just about to go and do some more jobs inside. What an enormous difference. There's still some tidying up to do, but we would be here forever. So we're calling this little project at an end, unless at the market tomorrow I find some pretty flowers to put in these stone kind of raised beds that we've done. Although so far we've just backfilled them and we need to get some topsoil. But look, what an absolute difference. No longer a jungle. There's the front door that Steve made, one of the first jobs, so that we could actually secure the building. Just so pleasing. Less than 24 hours. Right, now I need to start the mad cleaning process to be welcoming some guests. We'll see you next time.